What do you call a man injecting filler into his lips? Phillips. What do you call a man with a car on his head? Jack. What do you call a man cooking in a pot? Stew. What do you call a man with a rabbit up his bottom? Warren. What do you call a man in the mailbox? Bill. What do you call a man with no arms or legs floating in the ocean? Bob. And his dog in the same ocean with no legs? Bob Barker. What do you call a man without a body, just a nose? Nobody knows. What do you call a man lying down at your front door? Matt. What do you call a man in a hole in the yard? Doug. What do you call a man in a smaller hole? Douglas. What do you call a man in a sink with a speech impediment? Dwayne. What do you call a man with no arms or legs in a pile of leaves? Russell. What do you call a man with no arms or legs in a cafe with cups and saucers on his back? Trey. What do you call a Frenchman who fights cats? Claude. What do you call a man hanging on a wall? Art. What if it's just his arms and legs hanging on the wall? Pieces of art. What if he also has no tongue? Tasteless art. What do you call a woman with no arms and legs on the beach? Sandy. When the tide comes in? Sandy Duncan. What do you call a girl with no arms and no legs cooking on a grill? Patty. What do you call a woman on the top of a church tower? Isabel. What do you call a man with no shins? Tony. What do you call a man in a raincoat? Mac. What do you call a man in two raincoats? Max. What do you call a man in two raincoats standing in a cemetery? Max Bygraves. What do you call a man with a seagull on his head? Cliff. What do you call a woman with no arms and no legs with a mug of tea and beans on toast on her head? Calf. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Our new book Ultimate Dad Jokes is now available on Amazon.